millennials. 20% of millennials voted in the 2016 election. 20%. It's an abysmal number. In 2019, next year, a couple months away, millennials will become officially the largest voter base in America since the baby boomers. The baby boomers are dying off. In 15, 20 years, they'll all be gone. Don't celebrate too much. Kidding. So knowing that, going into 2019, it's a big wake-up call. And, it's a wake-up call to the Democrats because millennial voters, besides just flat out not voting, they don't believe that the Democrats, or Republicans for that matter, represent them in any capacity. Okay, so so by them not voting, that sucks, right? That totally sucks. But at the same time, these parties are failing younger voters. And they got to start listening to millennials on what they want. They have to start making campaigns and making real efforts to connect with young voters and understand what they want. And because if 20% of the largest voting population, which is dominantly left-leaning millennials, if they're not voting, it's just a handoff to authoritarians like Trump or whoever the next nationalist piece of shit is in line. It doesn't make any sense because I know these people are left-leaning, but I also have the insight to know, especially the Democrats, have failed. They've failed to reach out to young people. The cliches and the platitudes aren't enough. They don't speak to the younger generation. It used to be pretty easy. A politician would get up there and they would say some cliches and platitudes, and they would have your vote. And that's all the work they had to do. That's all Hillary tried to do in 2016. And, it was a vote against Trump, too. That was another part of it. But the fact that 80% of millennials, the largest population of voters in the United States, isn't voting is the biggest red flag in politics today. So, it's hard. It's hard. It's one of those things I don't know what the fuck to do. But I know what the Republicans and Democrats have to do, especially the Democrats. They have to become more progressive. Even Republicans, I don't give a fuck who you are. Become more progressive. Progressivism doesn't hold a political party, okay? You can be progressive in a lot of political parties. And that's all you have to do. You have to speak. The kids are progressive, man. Like, whether you realize it or not, whether you care or not, whether you're ready to reason honestly about it, the youth are progressive. And they recognize the Democrats for what they are. And that is not progressive. They are centrist. They are centrist right. And they know that. And that's why 80 motherfucking percent of millennials and young voters ain't fucking voting. Okay? And even though most of them lean left, that is fucking pathetic. Fucking that is a failure in politics like I've never heard this big of a failure. And the Democrats just failed to change, and they failed to pivot, and they failed to fight. And, the progressives is all they got right now. But, okay, I'm just venting here. But absorb some of that information. That's real. 2019, they're the largest voter pool, and 80% of them aren't fucking voting. Okay?